Hello, how are you all? We are in mid-December now. Oh my goodness. My tree is still not up. Yeah, really failing on that front. I will try and get the tree up this weekend. Just sometime before Christmas will be great. I am sorry it's a bit later than normal this week. I'm posting on a Saturday this week. Normally I post on a Wednesday. It's been a really, really mental week this week. There's been lots of illness again in our house. I've been absolutely fine, but I've been looking after everybody else. It's just been so busy. And I'm at college as well, learning even more stuff to do with hypnotherapy, and I have lots and lots of work that I have to do at home for the course. And so I've been really, really pulled out. That being said, I had this incredible session this week. So the college work has had to just go. Sorry, college. And I've spent the past 2 nights transcribing this information to get it out to you guys today because, sorry, college, but college can wait. College is 3D. This is about saving the world. So I had the most incredible session. I've had lots of incredible sessions this week, but I had a really, really incredible session with a friend of mine this week called Yvette Shepherd, who is also a quantum healing hypnosis practitioner. Not only is she a quantum healing hypnosis practitioner, but she's also just an incredible high frequency being of light. I always feel fantastic when I'm with Yvette. I feel like I am with my proper soul sister who I can just be entirely myself with. And I know that there's nothing that I say to Yvette that's literally going to freak her out. I'm never going to get that look that people give you, that I get a lot in my life from people where they look at you like, really? I'm never going to get that look off Yvette. She's great. Yvette's with me all the way. So she came to me for a session this week, and I'm going to see her for a session next week, so I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that session. I'm really looking forward to it. Yvette's session this week was just something else. Just absolutely something else. And that's why I've spent the past 2 nights transcribing the information to get it out as soon as possible. And I am hearing this from QHHT practitioners all over the world. We're all dotted all over the world and we're all connected. And I'm hearing from everybody basically that sessions have gone up a notch. They've absolutely ramped up. So the sessions are reflecting the energies climbing higher on the planet, the types of high frequency beings that are able to come through and interact through the client now. It's just off the charts. The kind of information that we are getting coming through on the sessions is so exciting, so positive, so incredible. The shift is happening. That is what we're getting from everywhere, all over the world. It's linking in everywhere. The shift is happening. What a time to be alive. It's just incredible. So Yvette, normally when I have a QHHT session, I start the hypnotherapy and I get to a certain point in the hypnotherapy and I'll get a knocking at the window, and that knocking at the window tells me that their higher self, their superconscious, their guides, they're here, they're ready to be called forth for the higher self part, let's go type thing. And literally with Yvette, the very first line that we say in QHHT is, see a red bird. And I'd literally just said, see a red bird. And they were knocking at my window. And I was like, really? Come on. Give me a chance to get her into theta, please, before. It was just superb. So yeah, I knew we were going to have an absolutely insane session. But I just was not prepared for what was about to happen. And that's why I've spent the past 2 nights transcribing the session so I can share it with you guys. As you know, I've conducted so many QHHT sessions. Literally, so many. And I've never seen this happen before in a QHHT session. I've seen people channeling. I've been there in the room when people have channeled. But I've never seen anything like this before. And basically, as we were doing the session, we went off planet. I'll read all of this for you, but I want to give you a little brief synopsis so you know what's about to come. Because then you can decide whether you want to watch it or whether you don't. It's entirely up to you. So we went off planet, and then at a certain point, her voice changed, and she began breathing very, very, very deeply, very pronounced. The only time I've ever seen anyone like that before is in labour. Myself. I remember breathing pretty much like that when I was in labour, thinking, oh my God, help me, just somebody help me, please. Yeah, and she was breathing so deeply, so hard, so fast, like that kind of thing. All of the hairs on her body, ooh, that's just made me go lightheaded just doing it twice. All of the hairs on her body that I could see, the ones I could see, stood up. There was white light all the way around her body, like ripples of white light. And as I was talking to her and as I was facilitating her session, my eyes kept on being drawn to things that were darting around the room. Just mind-blowing, really, absolutely mind-blowing. And the energy in the room was just off the charts. I felt like I was high on gas and air. Again, very similar to when I was in labour. It was just sensational, you know, and I knew Yvette would do an amazing session because she's an incredible woman, absolutely incredible. So I knew she would do an amazing session, but I just wasn't prepared for that. So anyway, the Council of 9 came through Yvette, and her entire session was essentially about the shift on the planet, about the new Earth, the old Earth, the sun, the ships, the entire session. It was just, I was just sat on the edge of my seat for the whole session. And I feel so grateful and privileged to have been the practitioner that got to facilitate this session. It was front row seats to one of the greatest things I've ever seen. So thank you very much, Yvette, for allowing me to facilitate your session. It was a massive, massive honour. So I'm going to read Yvette's session now. This session was conducted on 12/12, so on the 12th of December, which in numerology is very, very strong because it's 333, with the year being 2019. So we picked a very, very, very strong day for the Council of 9 to be able to come through and deliver this message. Very powerful message. I'm not going to give you any commentary on this session. Normally I will interject and say, I agree with this, I don't agree with this. I'm just going to read the session, and because it's so long, we don't have time for me to give any additional commentary, because you know what I'm like. When I start chatting on things, we'll be here 3 hours later. It's a very, very long session. The entire session was about the shift. Normally in people's sessions, you'll get little segments about the shift that I share. This entire session was on the shift. So I'm not going to give any commentary. I'm just going to read it out, and then you have the information. And if you have any additional questions, you can email me, or you can drop me a message on my YouTube channel and ask me. What I will also say at this point as well is Yvette will be recording her own personal YouTube video on this, which I would strongly suggest that you watch. This is Yvette's session. Yvette will be able to give you additional information with regards to the things that she saw at the time, the things that she felt. Yvette has her own YouTube channel, which is Yvette Shepherd on YouTube. Yvette is spelt Y-V-E-T-T-E. Yvette's surname Shepherd is spelt S-H-E-P-P-A-R-D. She's on YouTube. Again, like me, we don't charge. We just put the information out there for free. So if you subscribe on her channel, there will be no charge. I know some people charge to watch their YouTube channel. We don't charge. The information is free. So give Yvette a subscribe. She also shares all of her sessions on her YouTube channel, as I do. We are here to share this information. That is our role in the shift. The role that we play in the shift is to help people heal the things that they need to heal multidimensionally. And also the clients that allow us to share, we then share that information as far and wide as we can to keep everybody on the planet who is interested and of this frequency, wanting this knowledge, to keep them as informed as possible with regards to what's happening at the time of the Great Shift. So she, like me, shares all of her sessions on YouTube. So please do give Yvette a subscribe on YouTube, and she will be able to give you even more information because it was her session, and she will be able to give you the internal perception of what was going on. I have her words, so these are the words that were transcribed from her recording, the things that she actually said in the session. Okay, are you all sitting comfortably? Have you got yourselves a drink? Because we're going to be here for about an hour, okay? Right, so the first thing she says is she can see a beach and trees to the left, and the water is a beautiful crystalline blue with a big waterfall, so still and quiet and relaxing. It smells really fresh here. Describe the waterfall for me. The waterfall is really high. I can see the rock to the right. It's like a quartz, and as the water comes off, it's clear, but it's white as it flows down. The noise from the waterfall is beautiful. What does that noise sound like? It's a certain frequency, and it just relaxes. Tell me more about this place. This place is a place that I can go. No one else is here. I can walk off to the top where the water comes from. I can see the trees over to the right, dark trees and vegetation. The sand is a light golden colour. It's where I go to relax. And if you look at your feet in this place, if you look at your body and look at your feet, what do your feet look like? I can't see any feet. If you become aware of yourself and your energy, I feel that I am energy. Does your energy have a particular frequency or colour? Blue. And this place that you come to with the waterfall, where is this place? Sirius. This is the point where she changed. Her breathing changes and she goes from sounding like Yvette to gradually taking in more breath and sounding different. And I know Yvette very well as this progresses, I'm not talking to a vet. I knew I was talking to somebody entirely different. And it wasn't till much further on that I asked who I was talking to. Describe Sirius for me. It's beautiful. It's crystalline. I can see the crystals above me. What colour are those crystals? Whites and pale blues. I can see the dolphins in the water. Tell me more. I feel I can go anywhere. I can go into the water. What does the water feel like when you go in there? It's warm, it's really warm. The dolphins are playing around in there. The energy feels so high, it feels beautiful. And in this place in Sirius, where you are, this incredible blue energy, what else are you aware of? Where this waterfall is, I can see someone stood behind. As you concentrate on that waterfall, the person who is stood behind will become clearer and clearer. I can see that they are wearing white and they have white hair. They are not coming forward. I'm seeing them in between as the water comes off the waterfall. Does that person feel familiar? Yes. He's got a stick, a wooden stick, and it's got a huge amethyst on top. And have you seen this being using this stick before? No. He reminds me of someone I saw many years ago when I learned Reiki. He reminds me of Abraham, but he is older here. And what is the energy that you get from this being as you look at him? Extremely high dimensional, extremely high. The stick he's holding is to do with healing. What's the significance of that waterfall? Why is he behind there? The water is healing. If you connect with who you are, the energy that you are in this place, you recognise that this being is a healer. What is it that you do in Sirius? I heal. And when you are doing this work in Sirius, as this beautiful blue energy, who or what is it that you are healing? It's those on earth. How do you do that? It's my frequency. It's set to a certain key, and the frequency interacts with the people and it turns on their spark of light within them. So it's your particular frequency. So whilst you are on Sirius, how are you healing those on earth? We use light and we come around them. Some of them see us and some of them don't. And what is the significance about the colour blue? Blue is of our dimension. It resonates with all of us. As this beautiful blue energy being in Sirius, do you work with others like yourself? I feel like I am on my own. I can see other blue lights around me. I can't sense any other beings around. Just other blue energy beings? Yes. And this white being that you can see behind the waterfall, is this white being significant for you? Yes, he is an aspect of me. And what aspect is he? The healer. He's the healer. Who is it that he heals? Everyone, those who wish to be healed. He's got long white hair. He was known as Abraham. And he is an aspect of you? Yes. And he was known as Abraham when he came to earth? Yes. Has he been to earth many times? He is aspects of many, but the first time that we knew him on earth in his pure form, he was Abraham. Is Yvette also an aspect of Abraham? Yes. Has Yvette come to earth at this time to heal? Yes, she heals. As she heals, many will awaken. People know this and sense this. What needs to happen for more people to awaken? The ones that are awake are doing incredible work. As they shine their light, the darkness will recede. And as it recedes, more will become aware. As the light begins to flicker within them, they will begin to seek out those that are assisting the others. This will activate within them. There will be a mass awakening on your planet, a mass awakening. Nothing can stop that now. Nothing. The amount of energy that was coming through her at that point was incredible. What is it that will cause this mass awakening? The energies and frequencies on your planet now are as such that the tipping point is taking place. Nothing can stop it. It is huge. This is happening. As it takes place, that which you call darkness will start to recede. And when that is when it will occur. It is happening now, right now. People are becoming more and more aware of it. What exactly will we experience when that tipping point is reached? Lightness, lightness, the love, the joy, the ease of life. You will not be controlled anymore. How will that manifest physically on the planet? What will we see? At first you will feel the love, and then on your planet you will see the difference in the humans and how they interact with others. They will no longer be judgmental. There will no longer be good and bad. This will not exist. There will be love and light. There will be lessons, yes. These are to ensure that you will evolve. Do not judge them. You bring forth the light, and this will activate. It has been spoken about that there will be a splitting of the earth. Yes, this is already happening. You feel it. Many of you do. You have the activations within you. I know some of you will feel that this is more challenging, but you have been trained many lifetimes for this. This will become easier and easier. You have teams working with you. You are never alone. And how will we experience the shift into the new earth and the new 5D consciousness? During your sleep states, many of you are working on this now. People are being moved and shifted. You won't feel it as physical. It just is. It is already taking place. And as you move, you will notice those that aren't shifting at this time. They simply lose contact with you. You will simply be moved. It just is. The work that you do off planet during your sleep state is helping immensely and has been for a while now. We are almost there. She pushed that out really strongly. What is the work that you mention that is happening off planet that we are doing in our sleep states? Getting ready and preparing. Many are already in a high enough frequency to shift. Many just need adjustments. Those adjustments must be undertaken in their sleep states to ensure that they are of the frequency to move. Those of a high enough frequency will undertake that work when they leave their physical at night. They will be able to undertake this work with ease, and they undertake this with others in their sleep states at night. Many that have crossed before are assisting and are awaiting you. What will happen when we reach the frequency needed to shift? When that frequency is reached, it will be beautiful. Those abilities that we had before, they are natural. They are what you term as normal. States of healing, it will just be so. Levitation, moving things with the mind, kinesiology. You always knew that you could do these things. In this 3D state, an earthbound state, it was removed. When we shift completely, these gifts are normal. It is how it will be. It is how everyone will be. The portals will be opened. The opportunity to move wherever you please. I got goosebumps at that point because when anyone says portals, that just is, it's like elixir for me. When you say the portals will be opened, can you give me more information around that? There are portals, there are vortexes where your governments know about these. They have been closed for millennia. They have been shut. Why were they shut? To keep you in a state of control. These need to be opened so that you can travel with ease throughout the galaxy. This is your right. You have the ability to travel wherever, whenever, to travel to do the work that you need to do. These were closed and shut down. Many, many beings have come to Gaia, to Earth, and have worked with others on your planet to get these portals opened. Your governments, those in power, those of the cabal, have wanted to keep these closed and wanted to keep you in a state of not knowing your abilities and your awareness. This shall be no longer. These are opening as we speak, and it shall be that those who move to the new earth shall travel and have access to many, many things that in other lives you have had naturally. Yvette's breathing was so pronounced here, so incredibly pronounced. I was really, really watching her body to check that she was okay. What are the things that we will have access to? What kind of things? You shall be able to travel to planets that you can only dream of. Planets where there are beings that some of you have had awareness of, but the abilities to live as your true selves, true beings, to live within the light, and to heal, to work with the energies. This is normal. This is normal to work within those high frequencies now and work within your soul families. Your work on earth has to raise the frequency of earth. Earth is for everyone, but there have been groups of people who have tried to take earth for their own. This shall be no longer. Everyone shall have access to Gaia, to be on this planet, and those on Earth, many, their home is on other planets. They have lessons that they are working on their planets, on other planets. And when this shift happens, how will the people who shift with the new Earth experience this shift? You will know, they will. At the moment, many are releasing karma, releasing that which no longer serves a purpose in the higher dimensions. They will feel free. They will feel lightness, the freedom. They will feel it. They will know as it takes place into this dimension. They will feel the love energy surrounding them. It will be intense and they will feel it. What will the new earth be like? It will be beautiful. It will be just as imagined. It is. It is love. It is joy. It is high frequency. There is no control here. No need for that. It is joy, pure love. And will we have access to our galactic cousins? You will have access to wherever you want to go on New Earth. Using the portals and vortexes, you will go to wherever you want to go. If you want to help in a certain galaxy and dimension or planet, you will simply be able to do that. How do you access these portals? How do you go through the portal system? You simply use the mind. There are bridges. You simply use the bridges. These, of course, aren't solid bridges, but they are bridges. There are portals. Use your intuition. Go to the portal and use your minds, and you are there. Yes. And we will have access to that when we shift. Yes, we have been working on opening these portals. Many generations of humans have been working on opening these portals, and it is now possible. It is happening. What is happening with our sun at the moment? The sun, it used to be yellow and now it is white. It is a portal. Many use this as a portal. The sun is changing frequencies, very high frequencies. This too can be used as a portal with direct access to source. Is this where the wave of light will come to the planet through the sun? The frequencies have been changing for many years, and that is why the colours have changed now. Now the sun is a pure white light, and those rays are affecting the energies for those that are aware. Many will use the sun to raise their frequency through sun gazing, but these rays are all around. They come directly through that portal. The sun is a portal. Some people talk about something that has been placed in front of the sun to stop us from seeing the ships. A sun simulator, if you will. Yes, there is a grid there. Silver in colour, and there are other metals that are there in a checkered type layout. This prevents, it's a veil, if you will, in the shape of a sphere. It does allow the rays to come through. It feels like a gauze, but it prevents sight of the sun. What is the purpose of this spherical gauze that's been placed in front of the sun? It allows the rays through, but prevents many humans from seeing what is happening behind the scenes. Have the cabal placed this there? Yes! Yes! She sounded really angry at this point, and I was starting to get, I wasn't concerned because I could feel that it was love energy that was coming through. It was just pure love in the room. But she was really pronounced, really shouting, really pushing this energy and this information out. Yes, yes, this is something that we have not been able to remove, but many can see through this. It matters not. Some have seen other spheres around the sun. What are these spheres? Yes, there is a red sphere Yes, I have seen this sphere. What is this sphere? These energies from this red sphere are trying to block the energies, the high frequency energies emanating from the sun at this point in time. Who is in that red sphere? Who controls it? Those who are linked with the cabal. And do we have a name for them on this planet? Would they be who we refer to as the Anunnaki? Reptilian, yes, Anunnaki. How is it that they are able to get so close to the sun? The sun is such high consciousness, direct link into source. How is it that they are able to do this? They are using what you call dark entity magic that will protect them as they get close to that high vibration. They are able to get very close. Those who work within the light will recognize this. They are not able to affect those who work within the light. How can we make sure that we stay protected against these reptilian beings? The white light, you must stay within the pyramid of white light. It will protect you, and it will allow no other than white light to penetrate that field. It is a strong protection. So always imagine the white light pyramid protecting you. Yes, always. We've spoken about the ones who transition to the new earth and what they will experience. What about the ones who stay on the old earth? They will continue their lessons. It will not feel any different for them. This is what they know and understand. It will feel the same to them. It will still be low frequency, but this is their chosen path. They will learn lessons and they will move forward when those lessons are learnt. What is the significance of the fleet of ships that is around our earth at the moment? That is the work that is being done at night. The ships contain higher frequencies. You can enter the ships and go to the new earth at night. Some will be taken to densities of their choosing, where they still have lessons to learn. Where they don't meet that frequency, they will go to densities where it is almost there and be allowed to learn and then move forwards. When the shift actually happens, will certain people who don't quite meet the frequency be taken on the ships? Yes, they will. They can learn what they need to learn to bring them up enough to then be able to access the new earth frequency and density. Those that are very low in frequency will need to stay within their dimensional reality and learn their lessons before transition. And how will the ones who are very high in frequency, who are the frequency necessary to go to the new earth, how will they get there? That is so much easier. They will just transition in their sleeping states. It will just occur. And what about Yvette? Is she the frequency right now to transition to the new earth? Yes, she is working with us all the time. What is she doing when she is working with you? She is helping birth the new beings on the new earth. Is the new earth already there? Yes, it's already there. It's just waiting for this final push. And this final push that we are doing now will bring it into physicality. Yes, it will. It will bring it into alignment. And so Yvette is helping birth new beings on New Earth in her sleep state. And who is on the New Earth at the moment? On the New Earth at the moment are those beings who have transitioned out of their physical body. They have done the work and they are there waiting the transition of the light workers now. And all of the beings who have been working now with this final push to make the transition possible. How is it that we are able to take our physical body into this new dimension? How does that work? The physical body is only physical because you are in a three-dimensional reality. It is physical because that is what you believe it to be. When in actual fact, in the higher dimensions, the body is not physical. It is merely a projection of that which you imagine yourself and others. There is no physical. Everything is energy. That just reminded me of the scene in The Matrix. There is no spoon. So when we transition to the fifth dimensional frequency, what will we see? You will see whatever you believe yourselves to be. There is no solid. If you wish to create solid, that is possible. If you wish to create a chair to sit on, that is possible. But it will not be there within 5D because there is no need for that. You will just think in energy and frequency and matter, and it is there. When there is no need for it, it will be gone. What will we do on the New Earth? We spend so much of our time in 3D thinking about work and protecting our families and putting food on the table and having enough money to feed our children and buy them clothes. What will we do? What will we do on New Earth? The Earth, as you know it in the 3D, there are many low energies and frequencies. It takes so much time bouncing between the lower frequencies. When you make the transition in full, there will be no need for this. You will focus entirely on being able to simply heal, healing well. It will be done with ease, with vibration and frequency. You have done this before in many lifetimes, before these gifts were removed. You will work within the higher vibrations and frequencies. You will access the other planets that are higher and the lower frequency planets. You will be helping them to raise. Every time a planet raises frequencies, it not just helps that planet, it helps the entire galaxy. What will happen when the Earth raises its frequency? What will happen to the other planets in the galaxy? This will have a huge effect on the galaxy. Such a huge effect. Those reptilian races that have been controlling Earth, they too will shift as the frequency raises and has vibrational effect on the rest of the galaxy. They too will have an awakening that they can affect their planets and raise their frequency. So it allows many, many other planets, many that as humans you have no awareness of, whose planets too have been stuck in low frequencies, by pushing forward into the high frequencies, will simply raise the entire frequency of the whole galaxy. This will be incredible. and it is long overdue. As humans, we have been taught that there is only us on all of the planets in the solar system, that we are the only life. Are there other beings on the other planets in our solar system? Yes, yes. There are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of different beings. You have no idea, as far back as the records go. There are beings of creation that have been created and live on all of these planets in your solar system. Many insectoid beings, animal beings, dogs, cats. Back in ancient times, Egyptian times, these beings were very powerful beings, part canine, part god, part humanoid. These types of beings continue on many other planets in your solar system. Grey beings, purple beings. Beings have been created with different strands of DNA by master geneticists. This is well known throughout the galaxy on all planets, except for you that inhabit Earth. You have been told that humans are the only species. This could not be further from the truth. And they have done this to control us. Purposefully, yes. What about Sirius? What kind of beings are on Sirius? There are energies, blue healing and blue light of Sirius. The water is healing. It is incredibly high frequency. The water to earth, it will now be understood that water is healing. This will be known in this new year that we approach the healing power of water. The blue healing power should not be underestimated. What is it about water that is healing? Water will resonate with frequency and with words. Water can and is being programmed so simply with a thought or intention. Whilst your physical body is within that water, the water will amplify that healing capacity. On Sirius, Yvette wants to know, does she come from Sirius A or Sirius B? Sirius A, she was transported from Lemuria when the planet fell. Yvette left that place and came to Sirius. She knows that her energy now resides in Sirius. So Yvette was in Lemuria before Sirius. So we've discussed the shift on the planet. Do you have any indication as to what timescales this will manifest in for us on the earth? Within the next 6 months. So very soon. Very soon, those who are awake will see this sooner. Those who are starting their transition will become very aware within the next 6 months. What is it that will wake them up? It will simply be that they are no longer prepared to accept the insult to their being, their soul, the false information that is being put out there. So within the next 6 months, the shift will occur. Yes! And we will be on New Earth. Yes! What can we do to prepare within the next 6 months? Speak the truth wherever and whenever you can. You must not have 1 foot in 3D and 1 foot in 5D. You must be firmly grounded within 5D and move forward in the knowledge that this must be done quickly. So we can't hide anymore. We can't hide our true selves anymore. We must be who we are, shine our light, and affect who we can in the time that we have left. Absolutely. Absolutely yes. What is it that is the catalyst? The final catalytic thing that will launch us into physically seeing the new plane of existence. Soon the veils around the sun, they will become thinner and thinner and thinner. And those to the earth will see more and more and more as the veil thins. At this point, humans will ask questions and they will no longer be satisfied with the answers. This will trigger a spark within them to seek more knowledge and information. They will seek that knowledge and information through those light workers that are working on the planet now. Those light workers, yourself included, Laura. That scared the shit out of me when she said that. Those light workers, yourself included, Laura, who are putting information out into the social media stream where these humans can access it when they are on the right frequency. Access to that information will be done with ease. This is why you need to buckle up, because you are all going to get so many people come to you. And this is part of the awakening. This is why you are needed. This is why you have been placed here at this point in time, so that people can access you and your frequency. You are right with what you say when doing this work. It must be done face to face with the person needing to be activated. You must activate this frequency. There is reason that the people needing to access your vibration will live within the distance and be able to access you easily. The dark forces are trying to stop this. At this very time, many of you have noticed this in your QHHT sessions, that a person will come in who seems very pleasant, and suddenly there will be an energy that will need your frequency, your expertise at this time to help remove and relocate this energy towards the light. All energies are from the light, but when they are working at this time within the darkness, they will work to try and stop this important mission at this time. This is why it is so important that you have them in front of you. If someone was to do a reading, a QHHT session via any type of media that requires electricity energy, this is so easy for those dark energies and entities to interfere with that. This is not acceptable. It is not acceptable to do this. We must continue with the plan as it was given. This is important, to continue with the plan as it was given. QHHT is evolving. This is true. Each practitioner has many amazing skills. This is also true. These skills are used, and this is why certain people will travel to see you, as you have a certain skill that they are needing to access and activate within themselves. But we will reiterate, it is imperative that this work is done and carried out with the original blueprint. The original blueprint for QHHT that was given many, many, many years ago through Dolores. Yvette was so animated during that speech, and the amount of oxygen she was taking in, she was pushing each word out in between 3 breaths. The final part of that passage was very animated and stressed very strongly, and that is all I will say at that point. So in the session I say, yes, I agree. And because of what was just said and all of the information that was given, at this point I ask, and who is it that I am speaking with today? The name and the vibration is Zotron. We are one of a group of frequencies that are currently working with Yvette, one of a group of 9 higher dimensional frequencies. Is this group of 9 higher frequencies, do we have a terminology that we would refer to you on Earth? We are named as the Council of 9. This is quite a 3rd dimensional title. We are simply higher dimensional evolved beings. We are here to assist with the raising of the consciousness and frequency at this time. Does Yvette work with all of you? Yes, Yvette belongs with this frequency. Are you located in Sirius? Yes, we are located in that higher frequency dimension. Does Yvette work with you in her sleep state? She works with us at all times, even in her sleep state. We are there when she does QHHT, when she speaks with people. She realizes that it is a channeling. She has been trained over many lifetimes. What training did she have? Back in Lemuria, and also the planets where she has lived, the crystalline planets, she carried the goddess energies. She has been trained by those energies, those higher frequency energies, those multidimensional energies. We had to wait till she was in a position where she could step forward. She was aware of this training. She knew. She has been shown many times where she was within this goddess power. She was using those energies and frequencies at will. During the great downfall, those energies subsided and those strands of DNA were removed. She chose her parents in this incarnation because of their open-mindedness and willingness to allow her to develop in any way as she wished, as long as she harmed no one. So she was able to bring forward and remember that knowledge and wisdom from those past lives, and the knowledge and wisdom from ancestors and fractal energies that is coming through at this point in time. And as the Council of 9, what advice do you have for Yvette in this great time of the shift on Earth? She needs to believe in her own energies. If we could show her now the power and energy she had in the times of Atlantis and Lemuria, she would step forth without question. Now is the time. She needs to step forward. She needs to believe with every fibre of her being and her body that this now is at the point in time where she is no longer alone. She has been alone for most of her life. She was placed in a specific area on the planet where things are very slow. And so this information and knowledge she has and learnt and remembered and carried forward, but she has kept a cloak on to protect herself. And now this has to be removed. She has to step forward and remember that she is part of the whole team, the whole tribe that is now stepping forward and standing and stepping forward. Many people have the same situation, one of what is known as the indigo, where they have come forward, and now is the time where she is no longer alone. She knows this now. She feels it. She feels the energy within groups and other people. Time to shine the light bright. Those that are drawn to us, they will see it and they will come. The more that stands up, the easier it is for the balance to tip and to do this with ease. What gifts does she have access to now? There are so many gifts. She thinks that she doesn't, but she does. She has always channeled. She is learning the gifts of telepathy. She always has had the gift of healing. Yvette will walk into a room and not realise the impact of her energy, as she has kept this cloak on to fit in and get through life. For many years, she felt like she was on the wrong planet. It has taken many, many years. Yvette is amongst a group of people that feel comfortable with assisting in the relocating and removing of the dark energies that have been trying to thwart our last push before we move to the higher densities. There are other light workers on the planet with many gifts, and some are not comfortable working with the lower energies. But you must remember, you are protected. Everything came from the light, and it will return to the light. If there is to be lower energies on people and around people and attached to people, you are protected as practitioners. You are using that high level of protection, that beautiful pyramid of white light. You do not need to be concerned or worried. Do not think of things as good and bad. Everything is from the light and will return to the light. There are people who have the skills. You will find the people and they will be drawn to you for the sessions, because in order for them to awaken, they have to release that lower energy from their light body, and then that spark will ignite within them and they will fully awaken. So that was all of the information by the Council of Light that I'm able to share, that is to do with the shift, the awakening, the new earth, the sun, the ships and QHHT. The rest of the session was personal and profound to Yvette. All I will say is there was the most incredible healing undertaken in the rest of the session that was just miraculous. And I'm sure Yvette will give additional information around that on her video. So please do check Yvette's video out, because she will be able to speak about that in greater detail. I will also touch on that as well. The last thing that the Council of Nines, I'm actually shaking because I do feel like I was drawing on a lot of that higher energy there whilst I was delivering that message. The last part that the Council of Nine said was, as practitioners, we will be experiencing a lot of people coming to us at the moment that have the lower energies attached. I personally am experiencing that, a huge increase in people who are of the light. They are starseeds, angelic, higher frequency individuals, but they have a dark energy attached to them. The dark energies were tasked specifically with trying to attach to us, to decrease our light, decrease our energy, and siphon that energy from us. And now is the time for all of those people that have those energies attached to get those energies taken off. And I am seeing some incredible sessions. People will come in and you'll chat to them as their normal selves. It's so true what Yvette said, the Council of Nine said, and all of a sudden there'll be a switch that flicks, and it's just before you start to do the session, people will start to get anxious, irritated, almost angry. They will be wanting to go to the toilet a lot, and it's all the lower frequency energy that's attached that does not want that session to happen, basically. So all of these energies, they go back to the light. That's what we do. We take them off, we send them back to the light. Archangel Michael, bless him. Archangel Michael he's earning his money in the shift, in the great shift, bless him. He's helping all of us. Thank you, Michael, with all my heart. So we are taking those lower energies off, and people who have the lower energies attached to them they'll be finding us as practitioners at the moment. They will be finding us because they want to ascend, and even if they're not consciously aware of it, they want that energy taken off. And sometimes also as well, even if people don't have an energy attachment, just coming to see us for a session face to face, it ignites a higher frequency within them, within their energetic field. Being near us sparks them off, and they end up vibrating much higher as a result. So many thanks to the incredible Yvette Shepherd for allowing that session to be shared. As I mentioned earlier, Yvette Shepherd is a quantum healing practitioner herself. She is based in Mansfield in Nottinghamshire, so she's very close to me, only about 45 minutes away from me. Not only does she do QHHT, but she also does angelic Reiki as well. She was also a trained midwife, and she worked in midwifery for many years, and she offers a wonderful energetic healing for mothers who are pregnant at the moment, with regard around Reiki as well. She does many things. She's an exceptional healer, absolutely exceptional. So if you're wanting any type of healing, book in and see Yvette. Book in and see Yvette for a quantum healing session. You can, as with all official practitioners, find Yvette's details on the official quantum healing website, which is www.qhhtofficial.com. But you can also find details about Yvette on her website, which is www.ankhealing.com. Ank is spelt ANKH. www.ankhealing.com. Yvette's email is ankhealing1@gmail.com. We did that session on the 1212 portal, so we obviously used that portal to bring forth the incredible information from the Council of Nine. If you are still wanting a QHHT session, wherever you are in the world, there is a practitioner. So we are dotted all over the world for a reason. There is a reason why QHHT practitioners are based all over the world. It is so you can come and see us and have this session with us face to face. And there is a practitioner everywhere. You can find your local practitioner on www.qhhtofficial.com. If you struggle with navigating on that website, it's very easy. I find it very easy. You just click on the tab, find a practitioner. You wait for the filters to come up. You type in your geographical location and it'll bring all of your practitioners up in that geographical location. If you struggle with it, you still can't navigate it, drop me an email. I'll more than happily help you find your local practitioner. I do that for a lot of people. All of my sessions for January have gone. Half of February has gone. I do still have some sessions left at the back end of February. So if you want to travel to me in Chesterfield, which is the north of the UK, and have a session personally with me, then please do book in. My website is can't even say my own name, laurawhitworthqhht.com, and the book now button is right at the top of the website. You can click that, it takes you straight to all of my available sessions. Very, very easy to do. Book in with a vet. She's also in the north of the UK. There is some incredible practitioners all over the world, literally. The QHHT training is wonderful. So wherever you are, please do connect with your local practitioner. I'm hearing reports from all over the world of just incredible sessions. The energy has ramped up. It really is happening now, guys. It really, really is happening. You know, many of us feel like we've worked for eons for this, and that's because we have. You know, we've been pushing this baby out for 26,000 years, and we're on the final push. We're birthing Nova Gaia. We're literally on that last push before we all take a big breath and sigh of relief, lean back on the new earth, and look at our amazing baby that we've all birthed together. And we're all doing this together. What teamwork, guys. What teamwork. And you know, it's not just QHHT practitioners. There are so many different beings of light all over the world that all do different things, that are all helping the great shift. You know, every type of healer, Reiki healers, crystal healers, people that are working with the environment, people that are working with animals, with children, anybody that is doing anything that comes from the heart space, from love, anybody that's doing anything that is service to others instead of service to self. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for what you are doing right now to help Gaia in the time of the great shift. And if you are watching this video, thank you. Thank you so much for being one of those people that's awake and aware and having an impact on the group collective consciousness on this planet. We are literally on the final push now, guys. The final push. I want you to feel a sense of urgency around this. This is all going to be over, finished in literally 6 months. So let's do this. And how are we going to give that last extra push? That last extra push that's going to push us over the edge. How are we going to do that? Well, how about we all join together? How about we all link together? Link our hearts together through love and kindness, through meditation. Every time you meditate, send love to your planet, to the mother. Send love back to source. Send love to each other. Send love to all of the light workers all over the planet who are working to birth the new earth. How about we all show each other love and kindness? We're in the Christmas season now. We can use the Christmas spirit. We can use that to push us even further, even closer. All of those 3D relatives that you're going to have to see over the Christmas period. Don't allow them to trigger you. Remain in your heart space. Remain in that 5D consciousness. The way we pull that 5D into our physicality, into our physical plane, is through being the change now. Be the change that you want to see. Operate in 5D consciousness always. No road rage. Treat everybody as if they're brother and sisters. Treat everybody with kindness and love. We are all one. We are all beings of light. We all came from the light. We'll all go back to the light. Show people a better way. Be the example. Be the lighthouse. Trigger that frequency, that higher level within yourself that turns everybody's heads, that gets everybody looking at you and thinking, what is it about that person that's different? What is it about them? What is it that they know that's different? Why are they so happy? Why are they so kind? What is it about them that makes them kind? Why do they seem happy? Why do they seem to have the key to life? It's love. Everything is love. Show love and kindness to the fellow beings that inhabit this same world. Show love and kindness to Mother Earth, to Father Son, to Source, to everybody. We are all one. And as always, on that note, as I close for my very final video of 2019, before we go into 2020, the year of the shift, and that's what I'm going to call it from now on, 2020, the year of the shift. On the 4th of the 4th, 2020, which is a 4, I will be 40. That's 4 4s. Angel numbers, this is happening. 2020. On that note, kindness and love. So much kindness through the post. Latvian chocolates this week from a client from Latvia. Flowers from another client. I've got that many bunches of flowers now. This is actually a wine cooler. I've had to use a wine cooler, which is fine because we don't drink wine in our house. So it's now a vase, very special vase that was once a wine cooler. I don't know why I just put my glasses back on. So kindness, we can all show kindness. We're coming up to a point in time where you could actually be the spark that triggers the event, the shift. By the kindness and love that you show to others, you could be the person that triggers this. So with that being said, I want to wish each and every one of you the most incredible, incredible Christmas. Open your hearts even more than they are already open. Feel that love connection, feel the love energies coming in, feel the love flowing out of you into other people. Connect with everything and everyone. And let's increase those love energies on the planet, because we are now eyes down looking towards the greatest shift of all time. The greatest shift of all time. Not just within this universe, but within all of the universes. And you're playing a part in that. And how beautiful and wonderful is that? So till 2020, and the next time I connect with you guys, make sure you keep vibrating high. Sending you so much love. Till the next time, guys. Bye.